Hey there, Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. We are number 2 out of 3 of cars that I have to reshoot. I'm down here at the port. You can see the ocean is right there on this port, and the bridge that I almost died on. Not really, but I did have a tire blowout on that bridge, and it's like 40 stories tall. It was insane. Anyways, we're here to take a look at this car. This one was bought from auction here in Japan for export over to the UK. It's a hybrid Estima. This is year 2009. The mileage on this one is 143,000 kilometers, which here in Japan, the Japanese standards, it's a little on the high side. Maybe not so much for hybrid. People who drive more will buy the hybrid one, typically. And yeah, take a look at the condition. Overall, pretty good. It's not perfect. It's got some things here and there. Switch the engine off. We're actually on right now. You can see it says ready right there. Turn it off. It was just in electric vehicle mode at that moment. Keyless entry here, you just need the key in your pocket and you can go. But now that I have shown you that, I actually didn't show you the engine running. You can force the engine to run. Let me just show you. So now the car's on and you can drive, and you hold the accelerator down and it'll turn the engine on. So have a listen. Okay. But yeah, mechanically, the car is pretty much perfect. It is a Toyota. You're going to experience high reliability with any Toyota that you find. Overall, I'll just give you like the Derek's opinion on it. The interior smells like cigarettes. The exterior has some scratches on it. Otherwise, it's really not too bad at all. And certainly, this is probably a below average price that was paid at auction. And auction prices depend on the condition of the car. Obviously, you can choose which condition that you want. Here is the auction inspection sheet for this one. It's a 7-seater Toyota Estima hybrid. This is the G-Spec 4-wheel drive. Auction grade 4. Interior and exterior B. I think really the car is closer to a 3.5 cc, which is, you'll see as I show you the car. It was maybe graded a little bit high from this. Sometimes the grade are a little bit high, sometimes a little bit low, sometimes they're spot on, and I'm going to tell you what I feel of that every time without trying to sugarcoat anything. So this has 142,332 kilometers. The sales points here from the seller are aftermarket wheels, which are cheap aftermarket wheels, so they're not that important. If you like them, that's fine. Front and side view monitor. This is really cool. There's a camera in here to show you this area, and there's a camera up here to show you if there are any micro children in front of your van. Kind of cool. There's also one in the rear as well. It comes with HID headlights, toll collection box, combination steering wheel that's like wood and leather, but the wood in this is actually plastic that is made to look like wood. It still is nice. Same one as in the Alfa, well, not the same steering wheel, but the same materials as the Alphard steering wheel, which is a higher end model minivan from Toyota. Has cruise control, has power sliding doors on both sides. They've been checked and they both work. 8-inch navigation screen from Toyota with digital TV tuner and seat heaters on the front. Very cool. Okay, the report here from the auction inspector, and I wish they were a little bit more detailed. I find LAA sometimes, these are a lower price auction. They don't, well, I can't say this with certainty, but sometimes the inspections are a little bit less detailed, but you do pay less for them, so the price at all auctions kind of balances out with these little things. Anyway, windshield rocket chip, interior scratched and dirty, door mirror scratched, and then some repainted sections here, very small scratches, small dents, marks there and there. Okay, so let's take you for a tour around it. The Estima is the mid-grade of the 3 Toyota minivans that they have. And so on the bottom end, there's the Noah/Voxy, which is maybe a little bit more, well, about the same amount of room in a smaller package, if that makes sense. Like the exterior is smaller, but the interior is about the same because it's a boxier van. And then there's this, and then there's the Alphard, and of course the Hi-Ace, but the Hi-Ace is more like an industrial van, and that's the segment it fits depends on the model. But the Estima, very popular, of course, equally as popular as a hybrid, probably the most popular of those 3 available in hybrid. You can get all of them in hybrid. And this one's more of like a sleek body design. This was, if you're a viewer from North America, you'll know the Previa. This is what the Previa eventually became. You guys only got the first generation of the Previa, and then it turned over into Sienna, I think, like a bigger form factor. Very popular all around the world. We sell them fairly frequently. This one is, let's see, one, two, three. If I get this right, this is the third generation version of the Estima. Has kind of a sleek looking design, despite being a little on the older side now. It's still looking fairly contemporary. Okay, so let's look now at some of the defects of it. We have some cloudiness in the headlights. This goes on both of them, here and right here. Front bumper has some quite big gashes in it, in this area here. Fog lamp here has been pushed in. Side panels are generally pretty good, but there are some minor scratches in various places, particularly in this area here. If you take a look inside the door handles on both sides, and then above the door handle here, might be a little bit hard to pick up. They're not big scratches, but because there are a number of them all together, they show up quite a bit. Look on the back, and you've got probably the most body damage in this area here. We have some heavy-ish scratches in this area, and then some along here. And I don't think that the auction inspector was very particular about noting these scratches very well, so it is a little bit of a pain. Okay, we have a little scuff down here, which includes this section here as well as on the door. And then the same thing goes with around these door handles. There's a few scratches, like you can see in here and up here. The car is dirty, so maybe a little bit difficult to see those scratches on camera, but they are there. Okay, for the most part, it's not too bad. If it were my car, I would recommend getting it polymer coated. I find that around this era, I'm not sure about new cars because I haven't been on the road long enough, nor do I have that much experience with them. But cars of this era tend to have a little bit of skimpy paint. And I feel like you need to be careful, especially minivans. Nobody puts those polymer coatings on their minivan because they're like, it's a minivan, it's not a sports car. I don't need to actually care about the body. Well, if you want it to last longer than 20 years, the paint's eventually going to start peeling if you don't take care of it. Okay, so now that we've seen the exterior, and you get different taillights for the hybrid version, and I quite like them. I think that they're a really nice look. Okay, let's go to the interior now, starting with the trunk. Open this up, and I love the back seats in this. I think that this is a great design. Have a look. You've got a floor here, but that's a false floor. You can actually pull this up and you've got a very spacious interior there. Look at how deep this goes. And you can hide all sorts of stuff in there. And if you don't want to hide stuff in there, you can hide the seats in there. These seats here, you can see, fold their way down into this cavity so that you don't even notice that there's a third row of seats if you don't want to use it. Now, minivans are mostly bought by people who are going to use the third row of seats, but maybe some of your kids grow up or, they move out. You could absolutely use that extra space in the back. Close that up. Okay, and it should be pretty easy to move these seats around. I don't know how to do it because I didn't check, but probably you pull this and the whole seat flips forward, and then you pull this and the thing can rotate into its little slot. I think Honda did it first, but it doesn't matter because any van that has that sort of thing, make it easy to put the seats in the position that you want. You're going to make the owner very happy. Okay, on to the middle row now. Power sliding doors, so you get to see the speed and the sound of that. Okay, these seats in the middle, so this is a 7-seater, so 2 seats front, 2 here and 3 in the back. See if you can see that. It is tinted windows in the back, so making it a little bit darker in here. And these seats have a little bit of a fun thing. First off, I like the shape. I like the size of the seats. These are absolutely usable by adults with no problem whatsoever. The third row also, a little bit more difficult for an adult, but certainly you're going to have room there for the legs. You don't have to feel too cramped. The Alphard's going to be better for adults in the back, but really not too troublesome. Getting into the rear is not too hard. Of course, the bigger you are, the harder it is. Get in here, not too difficult. I'm feeling a little bit like I'm sitting at a preschool or something, but again, not so bad. Cup holders in the back. Over here, you get a cubby on this side, which you don't get on the other side. A little bit weird, so you can put your favorite child into this seat. Getting out, now, here's what I'm talking about with these seats. These seats are really quite neat. There's a pathway through here and a little table. Let me just pull that up so that you can see. Okay, with its own little cup holders. Put it away. And I'm going to get out. It's got that Toyota kick thing that all the old Toyotas had. I'm getting out. Let's see if I can slide that seat back into position. Okay. Now watch this. Pull this. Ta-da! Pull it more. You've got a leg rest there, which is crazy. A leg rest in a car. Really awesome. Now pull this one and watch what happens here. The seat can move closer to the other seat. Now, for whatever reason, maybe you want that seat to be closer or further away. If it is closer, you don't get the ability to use the table there, but your kids can maybe share a screen on an iPad or something more easily if they're right next to each other. But if they're like my kids and they're going to have a little fight, then you can be like, I'm going to separate you two by 12 centimeters. Actually, I don't know how much that is. But when they are put together, like move that seat in and this seat in, then these two armrests will pretty much touch. So yeah, it's probably giving you about 15 centimeters or so. Not sure how handy it is, but I think it's cool, and it doesn't hurt to have extra options like that. And of course, both of these, let's see if I can do this properly. There we go. Both this one and that one have the leg rest. The Alphard, the higher level version of the van, also has that for the passenger seat there. Again, I don't know how popular that seat is going to be, but it's nice to have it, and it's cool. Okay, we have a 1500 watt, which is really high, outlet there, as well as input here for the TV. Now, that's an old style input that people don't use anymore, but you absolutely could play a Super Nintendo on it by plugging it in here and here. Or maybe even a GameCube. I think so, yeah. I'm trying to think, what are the game systems that were after my time? I would have loved a Super Nintendo in a car. I still would. Into the front here. Now, I'm big into this pattern. I think it's really nice. It's like a semi, not reflective, but like silverish. Has a nice look to it in real life. I don't know how well it comes off on camera. Of course, power windows. Every car in Japan seems to have those. Seats here, good condition. Beige actually is a good interior color. It can hide a lot of the regular kind of dirt that you'll see from kids. Of course, not barbecue sauce, but it's better than I thought it would be. I've got a very similar color in my van right now. Power seats for the driver here. Passenger gets a manual seat. Steering wheel has a cover on it, but underneath is this kind of material. Like I said, it's a plastic as well as leather. So there's leather where the hands go, and then the top is the grippier material. You have corner sensors here, and then I don't know what this is. Maybe parking assist, and then door ability, yes and no. Traction control, you can turn on and off the AC 100 volt. That's the outlet. Oh, lots of storage containers. There's that one. There's this one. That one's got the factory toll collection box in it. Another one up here. And then the regular glove box down here. And then two cup holders. That's a little weird. There we go. And then if you don't want to put your cups in, you've got a little panel that you can rest something on here, like a bag. Seat heaters, snow version, of course. The AC works nice and well inside here, so no issues with that. It also has a air purifier with ion infusion, which is a popular thing here in Japan. This. That's an extra mirror to watch your kids. This is a big brother thing, but you'll know if you've got kids. It's nice to keep an eye on them if you really want to. Okay, a little bit of a damage there. And the interior of this one has a smell of cigarettes. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Even parents drive around with smoking in the car here. I guess that happens back in North America, but it's become a bit of a taboo thing in Canada where I come from. But it is wildly popular here in Japan. It's almost like parents can't wait to get into the car to pollute the kids' lungs. Maybe I'm just a little bit bitter about that because I had severe problems with allergies when I was little and asthma, and my mom always smoking in the car. Gross. Okay, on another note, this is not a Derek review. This is an Estima review. Yeah, in general, you're looking for an Estima. This one here a little bit lower than your regular price, and you can get something that's still going to be a good van for many years to come. So that's going to be all for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. I got one more of these extra reports to shoot, and then back to the office. Actually, I got to replace some tires, and then back to the office. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.